This question says that we have two identical blocks of ice floating in water as shown. I want to know something about what's happening. If they're two identical blocks of ice, and I look at this, I'm going to do a free body diagram for block B. And I know that block B is going to have a weight force down and a buoyancy force up. And that buoyancy force is going to be the density of the fluid, the volume of, run out of room, the object, and gravity. And if I look at block A, I get the same picture. I get a weight force down and a buoyancy force equaling to density of the fluid, volume of the object submerged, and G. So if they have the same if they're identical blocks of ice, they have the same weight force. That means they have to have the same buoyancy force. And if they're in the same fluid, which they are, they're floating in water, they're in the same gravity, that means the object, the amount of mass that's submerged, or the amount of volume that's submerged. So this is my volume of my object, my submerged object. And this over here, my volume of my submerged object, have to be equal. In order to get the same upward buoyancy force, because they're just floating there, Newton's second law says that they sum to zero. Same weight force, same buoyancy force, same fluid, same gravity. That means they have to have the same submerged volume. So let's look through the answers and see if we've answered our question, because I think we have. It says that block A displaces greater volume of water since, nope, they displace the same amount of water, right? The same amount of submerged volume would displace the same amount of water. All right, block B displaces more water. Nope. They displaced equal volumes of water since they have the same weight. That looks like our right answer, but let's continue on. Greater volume, nope, and displaces a greater volume. So answer choice C, where they displace the same amount of water, is the correct answer. And that's because they have the same weight. If they have the same weight, then they have the same buoyancy force to keep them upright. Same buoyancy force up means that they have to have the same volume since they're in the same gravity and in the same fluid.